The sound of a heavy velvet box clicking shut shouldn't sound like a death knell, but in the silence of our bedroom, it was deafening. I stared at the screen of my husband's phone, which had lit up with a notification just as I was putting his laundry away. It wasn't a text from a mistress. It wasn't a secret work email. It was a bank alert, a final notice, informing Mark that our primary mortgage was 3 months in arrears and the foreclosure process would begin in 15 days. My heart didn't just skip a beat. It felt like it had been physically wrenched from my chest. I looked at the bed where we had slept for 10 years, at the walls I had painted with my own hands, and then I looked at the mahogany dresser where Mark's status symbols sat, a Rolex he bought last month, a set of designer sunglasses, and the keys to a car we couldn't afford. I am Elena. For a decade, I have been the sensible one. I am the high school teacher who clips coupons, the mother who sews her daughter's dance costumes by hand to save $50, the woman who took extra shifts at a tutoring center so we could build our future. I thought we were a team. I thought Mark, a mid-level marketing consultant, was finally seeing the fruits of his labor. He told me he'd received a massive promotion. He told me the bonuses were rolling in. He told me I could stop worrying. But as I stood there with his cold, metallic phone in my hand, I realized that for the last 2 years, I hadn't been living a life. I had been living a lie designed for an Instagram feed. I scrolled, my fingers trembling, through his social media. There it was, a photo from 2 days ago. Mark standing in front of a steakhouse, holding a glass of vintage scotch, the caption reading, "Success isn't owned, it's leased, and rent is due every day. Keep grinding." Hashtag wealth mindset, hashtag success quotes, hashtag living large. The post had 300 likes. My sister, Sarah, had commented, "So proud of you, brother-in-law. You really know how to take care of my sister." The bile rose in my throat. Mark wasn't just a liar. He was a performer. And I was the unwitting stagehand, working myself to the bone to fund a theater of vanity while our actual house was being pulled out from under us. I heard the front door open, the familiar whistle, the sound of his expensive leather shoes on the hardwood, shoes that probably cost more than our monthly grocery budget. "Elena, honey, you won't believe the day I had. Closed a huge lead. We should celebrate. Let's order that expensive sushi you like." I didn't move. I stayed in the bedroom,